Hey viewers, I recently got this bike here. One of the things I noticed is this freewheel is slipping in both directions. It's not catching there. And now there's generally a couple reasons why it would be doing that. One, the little pawls in there, the fingers and the ratcheting mechanism might be physically broken. Now, if that's the case, the best solution is just replace the freewheel. But the more common reason why that might be happening is that the pawls in there are just stuck. The grease inside these gets old and sticky and gummy, and it just doesn't allow those pawls to move right. And that is a really easy to fix. I'm going to show you how to fix that today. Okay, I'm going to start off by removing the wheel from the frame. So I'll just loosen these axle bolt nuts here. This here, and one on the other side here. And I can slide the wheel out of the frame like that. Now ultimately what I want to do is clean and lubricate the inside of the freewheel, and it might be possible to do that on the wheel here, but I actually prefer to just take the freewheel off the wheel. So I'm going to remove the axle nut here, and I have a freewheel puller tool specific for this type of freewheel. This is a Suntour, so it's got a 2-notch. And with these 2-notch ones, I'll fit that into that, and then I'm going to use the axle nut to kind of hold that on there, because with these the notch type here, they're very notorious for slipping and stripping out those notches there. So I'm going to use this axle nut to kind of hold the tool down into the notches on this one, and then use just a big wrench to turn this counterclockwise here to remove it. Like that. And once I get it broken loose, then I can remove this axle nut here. These can be just really, really tight. Fortunately, this one was not. So now I can just unscrew this here. Use the tool to just unscrew this from the wheel hub and pull this off like that. Now clean the outside of the freewheel here with some degreaser and a scrub brush. Just get the old dirty grease off, just make it nicer to work on. So now I want to clean and lube the inside of this. So what I'm going to do is start off by flushing out the old grease, and I'm going to use WD-40, which is mostly a solvent, and that'll help dissolve the old grease and flush it out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it in through this little seam here, this little crack there. So as I turn this, you can see this part doesn't move, but this part does. So if I spray that, that'll get into the internal workings, and where it's going to do is going to come out this seam here. So I turn it here, this part doesn't move, this part does. So it'll come out there. And so as I flush in here, it will just clean out all the old grease. And I'll just start spraying in there, in here, and then turn the freewheel, and that will get the grease in there. And as the grease softens, I'll feel the freewheel start to turn smoother and smoother. And as the pawls get freed up in there, you'll start to hear them start to make noise. You can hear that ratcheting noise inside there. Now when you get the freewheel spinning nice and freely, and you hear the ratcheting noise in there, so now you basically got all the old grease flushed out there. Now you want to try to get as much of the WD-40 out there as you can. It's very thin, so it'll kind of come out there anyway. If you have compressed air, you can try blowing it in through this seam there and try to blow as much of it out as you can. Just try to get as much of it out there as you can. Now I need to relube the inside of the freewheel. While WD-40 makes a great solvent for dissolving the grease, it makes a terrible lubricant for this kind of thing. What I like is Phil Tenacious oil. It's a very thick, sticky oil and works great inside this kind of thing. If you can't get Phil Tenacious oil, you can talk to your local bike shop, see what they recommend. Some people use motor oil or whatever, but this is what I like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of drip some in around this seam here, like that, and then spin the freewheel to kind of let it kind of work its way down in there. And the same way as I did with the WD-40, I want to try to get it in, down through, and coming out the other side of the freewheel. And that actually may take a little bit longer than the WD-40, just because it's so thick. Now when oil starts coming out the other side, you know you have oil going all the way through it. So just go ahead, wipe off the excess oil around on here, and you're ready to remount the freewheel. Now I'm ready to remount the freewheel onto the wheel, and I cleaned this up while I had the freewheel off, so I'm going to put a little bit of grease down here on the threads here, and that will help make it easier to pull the freewheel off the next time I need to remove it. And so I'm just going to put this on here and spin it on, make sure I don't cross thread it, and it should spin on nice and smoothly there, like that. And I'm also going to use the tool, kind of fit this in here like this, and use this to kind of tighten the freewheel on just a little bit. I don't need to crank it on at this point because riding will help tighten it on even more. And so now I'm ready to remount the wheel onto the bike. I remounted the wheel into the bike frame, and so now as I pedal forward, the freewheel engages. If I stop pedaling, it freewheels, and I can pedal forward again and it engages. Now the freewheel is working the way it's supposed to be working. And that is how to fix a slipping freewheel like that. Hope you found this useful or interesting. If you did, please click like on my video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, click the big subscribe button because you'll get to see new videos that come out. I'm always coming out with new videos. I'm on Facebook, RJ the Bike Guy. Go over there, like that page. I post a lot of stuff over there. And I have a web page, rjthebikeguy.com. Go over there, subscribe up to that page. I have all my videos categorized. I have forums where you can ask questions. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.